Hi Sagittarius, happy early birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-November 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is I'll look at the past, present, and future energies between you and the main love interest. Then we'll pull oracle cards to help with the bridge and the gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tower, on the right side we have the Romantic Tower. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the card to the left as your energy and the card to the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so I'll fold out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Six of Staves. So this is a Leo energy here. And to me, it says in the past you might have been feeling really confident as you approach this person. Now, for some of you, this could just be saying confidence in a connection itself, or maybe you were just experiencing a bit of a high cycle in your life in general. So you just had this overall confidence that you might have been exuding in the past. But yeah, either way, it looks like when you approached this person in the past, there was some confidence that could be felt from your energy. Past energy on their side, we have the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, so this could just be saying they might have been a little bit less confident, to say the least. With the Two of Pentacles, it could be like a on again, off again, hot, cold kind of energy. And I mean, if we just take the Leo and Capricorn archetypes at face value, right, it could just be pointing to something as simple as that, where Leo energy would be more fast moving in these situations, right? Whereas the Capricorn energy would be more measured, right? Maybe taking their time a little bit more. So it could just be as simple as that. So maybe your approach in the past might have just come off a little bit too over the top for them, even though obviously you wouldn't have felt it that way. So that's what I see with that. Present energy on your side, we have the Ace of Arrows. So yeah, so for some of you, maybe you're even having an epiphany around that, right? Maybe you're realizing that, oh, okay, maybe this, it was just the approach itself that might have thrown this person for a loop, and that could have you reevaluating it, right? So especially given the fact that we are going to have the Mercury retrograde pretty much moving through your sign for part of it, and then eventually it'll move into your 12th house too. So that could definitely be pointing to this energy here, where you might be looking at a situation from your past from a different angle now. You're like, oh, okay, maybe I saw this as rejection in the past, but maybe it was just more of the approach itself that might have thrown this person off, right? So you could be reconsidering that situation from the past at this time. Present energy on their side, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, so speaking of which, right, so now it could just be saying that, and I do have to say, looking at obviously these are older people here versus we see more children here, this could also just be saying that maybe a big chunk of time has passed between the two of you since, the initial approach to where we are now. But whether there has been a large chunk of time that's passed by or not, I feel like this is saying that in the present, now they actually are a lot more open to the idea of this connection. They might just feel like the timing is better now. And this is actually Jupiter energy here too, which is your ruler. And Jupiter pretty much is just starting a retrograde cycle. So given that it's taking place in Cancer too, Cancer could be a sign of emotional comfort, right? So as it retrogrades, it could have people reevaluating, right? Like what does make them comfortable? So that could be what's taking place there. All right, and in the near future position, we have the Prince of Cups. So this is the equivalent of the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces energy. And yeah, to me, this says that now it looks like in the future you will come forward and actually express how you feel to this person. So it looks like there is an openness to the energy there and just a realness to the energy as well. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, so if we look at the artwork here, we see those gates, right? They're open, and we see the cup overflowing. The bird, which could also represent communication as well. So yeah, it could just be saying, I feel like that's really the main difference, where it just could have been the speeds that the two of you are moving at, right? It's like we said, you in the past having the Leo energy versus them with the Capricorn energy could have just been one of those things where, You just might have been moving a little bit more fast than they're accustomed to and comfortable with. And now, like I said, it seems like something's clicking for you in the present where you might come to that realization that, oh, okay, you know what? Maybe it just, ironically, given that we're pretty much going through Mercury retrograde now, maybe this past situation took place during another Mercury retrograde, because that's the positive of Mercury retrogrades, is that you can revisit something from the past and see it from a different angle and actually um, resolve the issue. So could just be saying that, oh, maybe we just had crossed wires in the past, attempt again, and then things could flow more smoothly from there. But that's what I see with that. So yeah, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Fortune. So this is actually the equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune, which we see in the present on their side. And like I said, it's Jupiter energy, which is your ruler. And if we look at the artwork here, right, we see the person holding the instrument there, and it looks like the other person isn't even physically in the room with them. So I feel like this is saying, you might get some signs and synchronicities around this connection this month, right? So whether it be through music, just in your dreams, maybe you just happen to hear the right message at the right time. Like this is saying, be on the lookout for those kinds of things this month to help you get the right idea. And then that could definitely be pointing to that Ace of Arrows energy we were talking about in the present. All right. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Four of Wands. So this is Aries energy here. So yeah, so this could just be saying that, obviously I don't feel like this is saying, oh, they're going to propose to you this month, but more so that as they get more settled, right, and there's more time passing in the connection, this is what they could actually envision between the two of you, to where they see that, okay, yeah, this actually can function and be successful as a relationship. So it could just be one of those things where, maybe just the timing wasn't right in the past, and now looks like there's a realization around that, and you guys can get things back on track. Like I said, and for some of you, I still feel like maybe it's a smaller percentage of you, but this could just be saying that for some of you, this was way back in the day when this initially happened. Now quite a bit of time has passed. There could have been more growth, maturity on both sides, and now the timing is just better. But we'll see what the oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the messages of oracle card deck. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles. Make that a little less messy, but take this card here. And next, we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So I'm just going to give this a few shuffles now. All right, take this card here. Get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. All right, it says acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. So yeah, so like we said, if there were crossed wires in the past, maybe that was just for some more growth to take place between the two of you. Maybe, again, just the timing wasn't right for whatever reason. Now, like we said, it looks like moving forward, it looks like things would be better. From the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Here and Now. Get that to focus. There we go. There's the artwork. And the number is 32. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in here and now. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, especially maybe even more so for the energy on this side, right? If they did feel like this rejection energy in the past, or again, like we said, if it was you feeling that way because, again, like we said, maybe your approach just, rubbed them the wrong way. Either way, I feel like this is saying as we move forward, it looks like there's definitely more positive energies at play on both sides. So looks like things could definitely improve for sure. But yeah, hopefully that resonated with you guys. Once again, happy early birthday. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.